What's going on, everybody? I'm going to try to turn that down maybe just a little bit. Figured I'd try to do a YouTube and stream type thing. Let me know what you guys think, if you want to continue doing this or not. Except... What's that? Huh. Interesting. I didn't know this thing had a Q&A option. Well, I'm just learning stuff all day today, aren't I? Alright, so let me make sure this is live and everything. Should be, in theory. I don't know, though. I know what you know. Is it live? Or is it not? Cancel. Sorry, I'm just checking everything. Yep, I got 4 concurrent viewers. Look at that. Anyway, figured I could do something just chill with you guys. Just relax. Have fun with it. Y'all have any questions, let me know. Y'all want to talk, let me know. Y'all don't want to talk, I guess I get to play this game by myself live, which somehow feels sad. I don't know why it does. Anyway, let's start. Play. By the way, this is a fun game. If you like Telltales, you'll like this game, I think. Could also play that superhero game, Dispatch. Oh, that's such a good game. Oh my god, I love that game. What's going on, Bobby? Galad, you like the videos? What do you like about the videos? Or what videos you want to see?
Captain's log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission.
Where no one has gone before.
And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down.
Luckily, there's no stars between us, I guess.
I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe.
I hate that you don't get on a Cure class.
And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good.
By the way, how's the sound? Can you guys hear me versus the dialogue and everything?
Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
No problem.
I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
Stick around in Starfleet and you'll be sure to see worse than this. I have.
And you're here to talk about it.
In the flesh.
That's good. Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
I'm telling you, this game would be much better if it was in a Cure class. I'm telling you guys. Well, welcome, Bob Hammer. You're in good company. You got Bobby Warren. Live streams are really just me chilling, so don't expect, like, too much. I try to make it entertaining, but I'm not the Twitch streamer, so you're not going to see, you know, me electrocuting my dog or feeding my cat poison, so there's that. Or leaving to go do other things. So I just did 3 different Twitch streamers. I bet y'all can't name all 3 of them. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have played this game before, so I know kind of what's coming. What I love about this game is, watch this. Are you sure you want to exit the game? No. I forgot you can't escape out of stuff. That is so dumb. All right. So see our boy right there? All right, watch this. Can you run? I forget if there's a way to run. I hope you aren't abusing animals. Apparently that's the way to do it in Twitch.
A starbase on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
A long way. So again, remember, we got dude over here. We got a guy who goes into space and is scared. Well, it's locked now, but he was in there. No one has walked past us. We can look out here, look at the beautiful vastness of space. Then we come here. And he's right behind us. How the hell does that work?
Commander?
Oh, we got a subscriber. Thank you,
I'm
Ryan.
usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the academy. So, there's that.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
I'm glad to know we're with a Billy Badass.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
That is a long pickup line, I agree. Happy New Year's Beyond the Rails.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure's mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Yeah, he's not a...
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse.
He's trying to get laid is what that was. Happy New Year's, everyone. Doing
See you
well
on the
Beyond
Resolute.
Rails, as I said. Living the dream. You haven't seen this one? This one's like a couple of years old, but it's really good. If you like Telltales, you like this. I like it. I think it's close to being in the Star Trek universe. I wish they had done more. Oh, look, there's our ship. I think that's our ship.
Good day, Commander.
You always give a kiss on the cheek. It's a Starfleet thing. Y'all wouldn't understand. I wish you could... Oh, yeah, you can run. Good. Ooh, what is this? Integrated desks. I'm glad to know they have integrated desks and streamlines. That looks like one of my generated images I made. Oh, look at this. All these people. Get you this lovely feeling. If you haven't got it, it's on sale right now. It's actually pretty good.
Commander Ermot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Oh, you're right. Nerves must be getting to me.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Commander.
That's my job, just helping people. Doing what I do. Got a lot of track to catch up on? Yeah, there is a lot going on.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Okay, well now we're learning things. Oh, is that an Orion? Hello. Not the top of the litter, but, you know, still dateable.
Excuse me, have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Ah, there he is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
Anybody looking forward to Starfleet Academy? That's coming out, what, the 12th? How fun is that?
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board.
Okay. Oh, here's my boy. Look at him.
Excuse me.
Yeah, y'all can just, like, stand right in the middle of this, like, juncture. I guess people could go that way, but this is rude as hell, but it's whatever. It's Starfleet. What you got there? What you looking at? All right.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute.
Why no comments? What are you talking about, Mojo Dudex? Oh no!
I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting
Took
here.
back his like.
This
Sad.
storm isn't making anything easy for us right now. I know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It was a bit bumpy, but otherwise okay.
My apologies. This storm is unlike anything I've seen before.
I love Warhammer 40k. Those are my two most enjoyable.
We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice.
Yeah, he's lying.
From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our little research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class.
What's going on, Mojo?
Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, Tactical Officer and Chief of Security on the USS Endeavor.
You've done your homework.
Like I said, we're very lucky.
Yeah, the burn will probably be coming up. So, is there any way to pause this?
The USS Resolute. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half venting plasma fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
Equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew. At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other. That's what it means to be a crew.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It does weigh heavy. There are some things you can't forget.
It's been 6 months. What's the attitude among the crew now?
Unsettled.
She's not Vulcan.
But I
She's
hope that a new mission will
random
help them
race.
move forward. If not, move on. Listen. I realize you've known Captain Solana for quite some time. And I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake. That he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
That was a dick thing.
Thank you. Always good to have a sense for what you're walking into.
I just thought you ought to know.
I appreciate it.
Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari region. I'll let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
I guess I can hit enter to pause it. So, a couple of things. I always like Warhammer 40k. and I like Star Trek. They're like the two extremes. I'd love to do some more Warhammer 40k stuff, but that's just not what the channel is. I've been thinking about doing another channel, which I may, but I need to continue the positive trend on this one first so I can keep feeding my family. Beyond that, I will be doing the burn coming up pretty soon. I had a rule against the burn for a while. Not the burn, but new Star Trek, just because I just got so much hate for it. But I'm slowly coming back, and I'm going to start doing the new series too.
We have every intention.
Not that I got hate for it. I just hated dealing with the hateful comments. I don't care if I get hate. If you guys have seen any of my stuff, especially my live streams, I thrive when people get pissed off. It's the funnest thing in the world for me. It is not a positive attribute to have. I am not saying that you guys should be like me. I'm just saying that when people get unreasonably mad, it's fun for me. It's a game.
The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
So bringing the Borg into Warhammer 40k is interesting. I think you'd have to take a look, because I have thought about this. How does everything impact? How do things impact in the Warhammer 40k? So would machines or whatever be impacted by chaos? Because that changes a lot. How does the machine spirit work and stuff like that? There's more to it. I actually did do a video, if you guys haven't seen it, on Star Trek being the dark age of technology. And I can share that if you guys want to see, but I have done it. Yep, that's an engine.
Stuck. I got just the thing.
I'm guessing it's this thing right here. I'd say Star Trek is least powerful, Star Wars and middle, 40k most powerful. Star Trek, I think, could match Star Wars. I really do think that. It just depends on what kind of technology and stuff you're using. Warhammer beats everything. Warhammer is basically the gods. What am I doing? Oh, this is what I'm doing. This is not responsive. I don't remember this game not being this responsive. Gotta deal with that. Hold on. Keyboard. Is there any way to make the... Like, it is just not responsive. No. Let's say Star Trek. Yeah, but, well, it has the Force, but there's a lot of things that can beat the Force in Star Trek. The Organians have power that I would say matches or beats the Force. The Q, hands down, beat the Force. Like, there's all kinds of omniscient power. Hey man, good to see you playing the game. The Trill Girl is pretty and nice person. And my house, the scar makes her look cool. The Trill Girl, if that's who I think you is, the one... Well, I'm not going to spoil it because I'm probably playing this game until we beat it tonight. Tell me when we get to her. I make one of them really mad. She really disagrees with my opinion.
And that... is that.
Beaming tech is OP. Especially if you can go straight through their shields and just put a quantum torpedo right in the ship. Warp drive is also super OP compared to hyperspace. Hyperspace has to use hyper lanes and all that good stuff.
I thought the thing was totally fried.
Oh, her. Yeah, she is nice.
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Neely.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Let's go. looking around. Ooh, can we go over here? Didn't something get beamed over? Let's see what this is real quick. Oh, okay. Not important. Guess I should probably go do my job. Glad we just leave stuff laying around. That doesn't seem safe. Yeah, let's move that. We gotta be safe. Safety first. Starfleet's #1 priority. Of course, we don't lift with the knees, because that'd be stupid.
Carter Diaz!
Glad you blew out your back.
Oh, these are heavier than they look. Makes more sense than 0G. You're welcome.
I'm more worried about this guy right here. Why aren't we, like, checking on him? Okay, you can calm down there. I run this ship.
So clean I can see myself. And you know what? Not half bad.
Okay. Whatever, buddy. Whatever, friend. So what happened to Mega, whatever his name was? Megalodon said there were no likes. He took his like back. What an interesting way.
Gives you access to the tubes behind cargo storage all the way to the turbo.
An interesting way to cut off this place.
Hey, need any help?
New computer reroutes.
Okay.
So then,
Good luck.
We'll have to do the work in that.
Okay.
Time's a wasting.
By the way, if you guys want to talk about anything, we can.
Engineering.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious.
It's interesting how there are boxes in ways they don't want us to walk through. In the middle of the hallway, which is real safe,
Looks
let me
like
tell
we
you, if
got
there's an
here
emergency.
before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edzelar on repeated occasions.
Apologies.
I was
for the
about to
delay.
be a smart
I
aleck,
do
man.
not
I gotta
want
be
your
honest.
apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band.
Never
of
really got
emissive
into
activity.
Stargate.
How concerned should we be about the storm? Are you worried?
Vulcans do not worry. We calculate the variables and take appropriate precautions to mitigate the risk. Right now, that entails making critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes, Commander
Roger that.
Chovak.
Well, let's go on the outside of the ship,
hands on
boys.
deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule.
What happens to matter transported when shields are up? Matter can't be destroyed. So I've always looked at it, if shields are up or there's shields there, if they try to transport it, it cannot get that lock. It detects that there's an issue between it. So the system just simply won't work. Assuming that you could bypass that, what would happen is the beam would hit it and just stop. And safeties would, in theory, rematerialize. If there was an error, then you'd just die. Welcome to Star Trek. It's a lot darker than you think it is.
It all comes down to us, Nelly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa.
Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They may not be the same crew we started out with, but they're still Starfleet. They'll know what to do when the time comes.
Or they'll
I
get us
prefer
all
the
killed.
scientific method. Evidence over assumptions. Hold on.
Oh, hell
Now
yeah.
there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda.
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd...
Okay, not to interrupt this guy, but I'm assuming you're here to hang out with me and not necessarily completely on the game. So we kind of see that happens when you had Thomas Riker made. I forget the name of the episode, but it's when you had two Rikers. When it beams up and it hits something, then it just reflects back down. So in theory, again, you could be killed, or I guess it could maybe rematerialize you somewhere else. It's another way of making clones, is what it is.
Slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Don't talk badly about one of the best ships in all of Starfleet.
We've rebuilt enough of her by now. She better be one of the best.
We'll see about that. But I am glad to be here. He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe
It's
Carter
all
can rustle up
coming
that
back.
bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Dude, that sounds horrible. I wonder if your energy particle would get scattered with shields acting like a sieve. Ugh, that sounds just horrible.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go. See you on the other side.
Activating magnetic souls.
What's going on, Curtis Harp? Shit, this is so slow. Ah!
That view never gets old.
By the way, if you guys like root beer, you're gonna love tomorrow's video. For those who stay all the way, I'll let you know the name of the. I'll let you know the title tomorrow. I'm actually kind of proud of this video. I hate them doing it in January because you lose a lot of viewers in January because people go back to work. They're done with the holidays and stuff. I wish I'd done this in December when people were still on vacation, still during the holiday rush. But it literally just came to me like 2 weeks ago. It takes that long to get the video in rotation.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Warhammer's incredibly advanced, comically so, than I consider pure human tech.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized.
See you, Cormac. I'll talk to you later. I didn't know you were British, though. Are you British? Before you leave, if you're still here? Because it's like nighttime for me. It's time. Wait a minute. What kind of Unamusumi?
Or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
So I cut that off in the middle. She's Kobleani Maru or something like that. She requires duridium to continue to survive. That's her species thing. That's what her ring does. Irish. Gotcha. Mineral.
The first mineral Captain Solano ever discovered. Always was the nostalgic type.
That doesn't come off as nostalgic. That comes off as egotistical to me. But you know, whatever. That's interesting.
Can't wait to plot a course myself.
Jara Ryde. Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
You've been here all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage, but not nearly as much as the crew.
I heard that you had an equipment malfunction.
Is that what they're calling it? No, that's just someone being generous. If anything, it was a leadership malfunction. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer.
He is Omni-Man. I didn't even see that before. That's awesome. That'd be great if it was the same voice actor. It's not, but that'd be same. See you, Cormac. Have fun being like Irish and drinking, I guess. That's what you guys do for work, right? Drink and hate the British. No, you're British. No, you're English. Drink and hate the British.
And faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career? Right there. Within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people.
Surprisingly accurate.
As
See you,
captain, I have
Cormac.
to take
It's always
full
fun.
responsibility.
I don't
It was
understand.
my decision to make.
I don't know how he's still in command.
And I have to live with the consequences.
You have to look to the future. You can't dwell on the past, on things you can't change.
There's nothing that can be done about it now. In my defense, I will say I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO.
Here we go.
I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
This is your ship, and you are the captain. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever you say, goes.
That's the kind of support I'm looking for. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least, I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here.
Surprised you're still in command.
We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. 2 previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves...
Y'all see it? You can't see where I'm pointing. It's confirmed. See Tau? Warhammer confirmed. We're in the Warhammer universe, boys. Y'all called it.
on the brink of all-out war.
Right there.
So
How?
it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hatari.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details of the rendezvous.
Who is the senior diplomat we're escorting?
Why are they up to the nose?
Starfleet hasn't said. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
It's been a dream of mine since before I can remember. So I would be honored to become a captain someday.
As long as you're willing to do the work, you have my promise. I'll do everything in my power to see that it happens.
Thank you.
Come, let me introduce you to the crew.
Yeah, I don't like the captain, by the way. I didn't like him the first time I thought about it. I'd like to think somewhere in the grim future a small piece of the Federation still exists somehow. It's crazy, I know. There's actually a, you can argue the Federation may have existed. There was a species, I'm not talking about the species that had mind control, but there was another human race that they came up and fought, the Emperor fought, and it was erased from time, and we don't know anything about it, and some theorize that was the Federation.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our Chief Science Officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
This is our Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time. And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
If anything, the honor is mine.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad, because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves, and you were one of those people once.
Ah, that's
But
such a
since then,
backhanded
you've done
compliment.
so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done.
You really do know a thing or two about me. I'm glad I could inspire you.
That's the point of
but
Warhammer
it's important
40K.
to chart your own path.
Thanks. You can count on it.
There are no good
And then, of
guys in
course,
the
you've
Warhammer.
already met Commander Ermont.
Ironically, the
Please
Tyranids,
do everything
probably.
you can to
And
make
that's because they're
Commander
neutral.
Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. I have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
So yeah, the Tyranids are arguably the good guys because they're neutral. They're doing what is in their nature, whereas everyone else technically has a choice. I'll tell you, if you guys want me to get on a rant, I will get on a straight rant about Warhammer and everybody's opinion. So everybody wants like to redefine Warhammer and make it into something that it's not. I think the genius behind Warhammer, we'll call it that, is that it shows power systems and why they're a failure. Like all Space Marines being male, and how engineering and requiring like these gods to exist is actually a bad thing, and why the Space Marines are actually a bad thing. But then they want to try to make them as inclusive as possible, and I'm not against inclusivity. I'm really not, believe it or not. I think that just changes the overall message, and it takes the Space Marines, which are supposed to show why, when you try to make the epitome of man, that it's a negative, you now dilute it, and it loses its messaging. And so what they're trying to fight, what people are trying to say is bad, stops being that because they're trying to change it. That said, I get wanting to be able to identify with your heroes. I do.
Operations, staffing, supplies. There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing we have Commander Ermont.
What's going on, Daniel's Hot Topic? Hope you're having a happy new year as well.
Science station. The Resolute is a science vessel, primarily. Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later.
All right, we ready to do this?
The first officer's seat. My seat. Right now, though, I need to fill in for Captain Solano.
I love how she has no command panels or anything, because the last thing you want the XO to have is, like, the access to commands. Yeah, I love this game.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off the SIF.
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
Is Star Trek, is that an actual thing they're doing? Like, Legacy I always thought was just fan wanted. Like, it wasn't an actual thing. I love how they let them out before lowering the structural integrity field, but, you know, it's whatever.
Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
I am more than that. And so are you. You wanted to get away. I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere, see new worlds, look up at a sky no one's ever seen before. Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be. Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the SIF emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Do, 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 do. I mean, who doesn't want to vaporize Klingons, to be fair?
Beginning recalibration.
Careful. Too much action and harmonics will deflect the alignment.
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Yeah, let's just ignore that big
Commander
red
Westbrook, right?
thing.
Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive. Yes, I am the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out.
It's on Steam, Epic Games, all that good
Better
stuff.
than just about anyone.
What a very impressive list of credentials.
This is a research and discovery ship, first and foremost. Now with a former tactical officer as its new first officer. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then?
Well, that's racist.
You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
That's very kind of you to be concerned about my well-being. But you don't need to trouble yourself on my account.
Yeah, I'd tell him to get fucked. I don't know why we're being racist, but if we want to be racist, we can play that game. You can use Laura. Did you like the Section 31 movie? It was a fine movie for a spy and adventure film. It was not a Starfleet movie. It was not a Star Trek movie. It was worse than Season 1 Discovery. They just took elements and threw a Star Trek skin on it and did nothing with it. SF Debris, who people think I am. People think I'm actually SF Debris. I still get those questions to this day. SF Debris did a review on it on Christmas Day. It's actually a pretty good reflection of what I think.
I'll be fine.
Which proves I'm him, I guess.
Well, I wouldn't say I was concerned. Just curious, that's all. Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends. So I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
I don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound.
On screen.
Tracing its trajectory.
The starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wide-band burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship.
Estimated time to impact.
Red alert.
Aye.
Red alert at Space Dock?
Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave.
So what do you guys want to do? We going to do shields or are we going to send it? Are we going to listen to the racist or the woman who actually likes who we are? Before the Romulan star, Hobus went supernova and destroyed 12 billion Romulans. I don't know what you're talking, but yeah, that happened. What species? So it's not the. So she's not the captain. She's the executive officer. She's Kobliad and requires deuterium to stay alive. Romulans are tasty, though. That's facts. That is just straight facts. So how are we going to handle this, people? You tell me. You tell me what to do. Or if you want to force my hand, you can always, you know, give me $1 and we'll do it. Shields. I got 2 for shields. I'll give it a couple more seconds. I don't like that guy. I don't like anybody in this yet. Well, I mean, the Bullion seems all right, but everyone else has just been either kind of skeezy, the captain, or a racist, the science officer. Use the Schwartz. Okay. We're going the Schwartz option.
You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
That's right, which is why we need to send power to our shields.
Bedrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields. Stand by. I need a heading. We've only got one shot.
Understood. On my command.
Heading locked.
Raise shields.
This is it!
All hands, brace for impact.
I just got those guys killed. So much for inertial dampeners.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Can you blow out every primary system on the ship?
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
We've reached the first access point.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Affirmative.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Are you sure? No, I got no idea what the hell I'm doing. I randomly told you that just to randomly tell you that. Why is all the vital equipment on the outside of the ship? Yeah, it's not good design. Starfleet design, though. I'd say it's very Starfleet. Give me that love and feeling. Oh, that
Diaz to
love
Resolute.
and feeling.
The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
So when they want the fail-safes back on, they have to go back out there, I'm assuming?
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
So you brought your phaser out here. Why would you ever bring a phaser out here? I mean, it worked out, but why the hell would you have a phaser?
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Have you done a Star Trek First Contact video? They have to do stuff on the hull. I have, in fact, yes. I did a breakdown of the entire movie, scene by scene. Not today, Satan. I wonder if I can shoot her. Nope. Oh! Ow! Fuck.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Suit took most of it. Snuck up on me.
You damaged your suit. Energy dampening is down to 50%.
That looks like that hurt like hell.
We're almost to the regulator.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes...
Yeah, drones would really help with
the
this, wouldn't they?
You must work efficiently.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral. The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chovak can...
Wow, this is the worst Christmas ever.
Get down! Diaz to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp. We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us. Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
The docking clamp isn't functioning. We're exploring our options.
The option is to detonate the emergency release.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara?
All due respect, sir, it's a more complex situation than when you
Jara,
disembarked.
I need you to do the right thing. We can't have this go sideways before we even leave for the mission.
The captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
All right, what do we do? I'm going to let you guys help me decide. Do we reverse polarity or do we say, screw it, this is Starfleet, they don't deserve to live anyway? Yeah, you would think that getting into the exocomps might be, you know, effective, but apparently that's not how we roll. Up in here. Do I think Paramount will win the bidding and get WB? Just imagine how that can improve Star Trek. Do you think we'll win the bidding? Paramount is the worst corporation on planet Earth. If I had to choose between a world where there would be no suffering, but Paramount exists, or Paramount doesn't exist and there's suffering, I would have to stop and think about it. I'd make the right choice, but I would have to stop and think about it. All right, we're reversing polarity. All right, Captain's going to get pissed. Well, let's do it, boys.
There is protocol.
And there are lives.
What is the holdup?
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my god, this is
1.
ridiculous.
Mark!
Dude, with the mouse reaction, it's ridiculous.
Grab my hand! I got you.
Thank you.
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Dude, the mouse response is ridiculous. It's stupid.
Look out!
I got you. Petty Officer Etzelar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Etzelar there to access the interior.
Miss Ensilar, you know, not
Roger that.
Lieutenant or Ensign or whatever she is. Whoa! No aliens in this game? Nope. Just humans. All humans.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this. Get in there.
Not on your life.
Let's not let it come down to that.
Ow.
We made it.
They're safe, bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
Yeah, he got hit by that first thing, and then he got completely jacked up just then. So yeah, he's not good. I'm about to get my ass tore into, by the way. She's gonna be pissed.
Nilly.
I'm good. Help me with him.
Yeah, let's not have medical personnel there.
Let's get this off. Medical. Got one wounded at my location. Carter. You don't look so good.
You should see the other guy.
You gotta be more careful. I just got here. I'm not ready to see you two get blown to space dust just yet. Now let's get you down to sickbay.
Great.
She technically got hurt too, so I'm not, you know, probably should worry about her. She got massive blunt trauma. About to get my ass railed into. Yup.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermot?
Releasing the docking clamps using hull polarity minimized damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we reapportion some of the staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Good to hear. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
I'm about to get yelled at. Just rub some Neosporin. It'd be fine. Neosporin's really all you need.
You disobeyed my orders. Well?
I'm sorry for that, Captain. I did what I thought was...
You disobeyed my orders! And not just in front of the bridge crew, but the Starbase staff as well. That's going to get around. My name's already tarnished around the fleet.
I have played Star Trek Shattered Universe.
What is it going to do to my credibility on this ship? From the top to the bottom. Bridge to lower decks.
Maybe I shouldn't have disobeyed a direct order. But you were wrong. You weren't on board, and you didn't have all the information. So I made the right decision for the ship. If you're worried about your credibility, put your ego aside and trust your crew. Trust me.
You might have won some fans on the bridge with that stunt, but not everyone. Lieutenant Commander Chovak has already bent my ear.
I'm sure he doesn't take it personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chovak is more complicated than he would want to admit. I guess we all are. And, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment either. You never really know if you weren't in those shoes. So, let's just boil it down to, you did what you had to.
Thank you for understanding, sir. I'm sure no one knows the burden of command as well as you do.
I'm sure you will, someday. Despite it all, we got our final Starfleet clearance to depart. So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermot, we'll knock out the final details of any outstanding repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
Just that easy. I liked it. I don't do a lot of Starfighter games, but Shattered Universe was alright. So I guess they just moved us, or I instantly fixed the docking clamp, I guess. I do not like the captain at all.
All departments reporting full mission readiness. We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Captain on the bridge.
Sit. Sit, everyone. You all know, I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
Now they work.
Docking clamps released.
Thrusters ahead, Mr. Handar.
Does that look like an Ares class, kind of? I think that has an Ares class vibe.
That should do it. Set a course for the Hotari system. Prepare to go to Warp 8.
Aye, Captain.
You know what? You take this one.
Me? Helm. Do it.
I've actually done a couple of videos on this game. No, I wish they'd let us do a Akira class. Oh my god, I'd love this game so much if I got to do an Akira class.
Easy.
Thank you. I'm fine. Really,
You don't look so good.
I have to get to sickbay.
Go.
Commander, help me get her inside.
Like, she should keep a hypo spray or something for the deuterium.
Well, that was quite a scare. A few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
Is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on him, but he'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about yourself. Your deridium levels got dangerously low and destabilized your cell structure.
This is definitely one of the more memorable first days I can think of.
My name is Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer. To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before. You're...
rare. I know.
I was going to say special. Your people's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the deridium you need to survive. Yet you joined Starfleet and managed to thrive. I imagine the responsibility must be overwhelming. Maybe even a burden at times.
It does make me unique, but it's not a burden at all. I'm honored to be Kobliad, to represent my people.
As you should be. And don't worry, I won't treat you like a science experiment. I just do the science and leave the experiments to
She's
someone
levitating right now. Y'all notice that? Look. She's levitating off the bed. I like this game, don't get me wrong. It's very Telltale's, but obviously Telltale's was able to refine what they were. There's some glitches here. This is a good game. It's on sale right now. By the way, I'm not getting paid to promote this or anything like that. I just wanted to chill with you guys for a little bit because I haven't done a live stream in a while. So this is just my opinion. I'm not getting paid a dime by this company. I do like this game. I think it's a good way. It's like Star Trek Bridge Commander, a little bit more railroaded. But I think it's a fun game. But it is like Telltale's, so that means that you're going to have choice or the illusion of choice. But the ending to the story, there's like 3 endings to it, and they're similar. You just have to accept that you may have other decisions you wanted to make, but you can't. But it is worthwhile to get the game. I think it's like $7 right now on Steam or something like that. I think. It's worth $7. It's worth playing. I was probably going to try to play this to the end, but I don't know. This game is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. All right, let's keep going. Let's do this.
You don't agree with his methods?
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake.
She's talking about the captain.
My professional opinion is that the accident took a toll. More than he's willing to admit. He's overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind. Which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake. What concerns me is that now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. Breakthrough discovery. The major innovation. Something he can put his name on.
I hear you. But that's my job, isn't it? To make sure that doesn't happen. And we don't lose sight of the bigger picture.
Which is exactly why I'm so glad you're here. We need you now more than ever. And I have to give you credit for what happened on the bridge. It took guts to defy a direct order.
Huh. I guess word travels fast around here.
It's a small ship. And everyone's curious about the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure's almost completely stabilized. And I'll spare us both the lecture, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you, without regular infusions of Duridium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
Understood.
Then, my work here is done.
Lieutenant Bedrosian.
I came to see if you were okay. We were all pretty worried on the bridge. No one knew what was happening.
I'm feeling much better. Thank you. It's just part of who I am.
You don't have to explain to me. I understand. I'm just glad you're okay. You trusted me earlier with the shields, and I appreciated that.
So they do have a Star Trek first-person shooter. It's Elite Forces. Star Trek Elite Force, Star Trek Elite Forces 2. I haven't played it in 15 to 20 years because I'm fucking old. But let me say this. When I played it, it was an excellent game. But I'm basing that on the games that I played back then. So it's based on Voyager. So if you like Voyager, you should watch it. Oh, they have got to fix that. Escape does not mean leave.
I want you to know that I have your back.
Thank you.
Now, Carter, the emissions that gave you that burn are quite unusual, like everything else that goes with this storm. That's a combination of hyronolin and lectrazine to counter the radiation effects. That should help speed your healing. She's come by a couple of times to see you already.
I'll send it. Yeah.
Be brief.
It's good to see you awake again. I was starting to get worried. Not that you aren't in good hands with Dr. Duvall. You did take one hell of a shot, though.
So, be honest.
Our motto is
How bad
awesome.
do I look?
You look rugged.
Rugged?
Okay, how about heroic? Nilly was looking in on you too, by the way. But since it's just us right now, I had a chance to think about this while I was away. And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you. Instead of tiptoeing around it. Or worse, leaving it unsaid.
It's okay, Miranda. You can tell me anything.
I know that.
Then come on. Just spit it out.
I'm trying. Let me talk. What I'm trying to say is, we've been really good friends for a long time. But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore. I want to see if there's more between us than just being friends.
So what should I do? Should we turn her down? Should we engage in this romantic relationship? Yeah, Tuvok creates a special teams is what it is. Star Trek Armada is what got me into real-time strategy. I love real-time strategy games. I play them to this day. Turn it down. I don't like that choice. Don't make me turn it down. I can if that's what you guys want to do, but I don't want to turn it down. It's whatever. Armada. You can't go with the Trill, though, I don't think. Armada was got me into real-time strategy. And Armada and Diablo and Warcraft are the 3 games that defined it. So 1 go for her, 2 turn it downs. So 2 turn it downs, 2 don't turn it down. Armada was okay, but I thought Starfleet Command was better, period. You know what I loved about Armada? They had, like, at the end, once you got through all of it, there was, like, a timeline, and you'd have, like, the battle of whatever the planet was, the second battle. Can you make her fight for it? I didn't think you could make her fight for it. I thought if you turn her down, you turn her down. By the way, for those telling me to turn her down, have you played the game? Not to give spoilers. That could be foreshadowing, though. Foreshadowing. Ooh, let me do this while I'm here. Oh, cool, Flame. I don't think I'm going to finish it, but the more I play... So here's the thing. If you downloaded it, and you like it, and you want to experience it for yourself, as I said, it's a great game, but it is a Telltale game, so it is railroaded. So watching me play this game is like playing the game. And while you can make different choices, which will change things a little bit, the main story points will still hit. So I want you to continue to watch the stream, but I don't want to spoil the game for you either. So if you've downloaded it and you don't want spoilers, probably the time to leave the stream. Yeah, it's only $7. It's good. All right, so can someone tally this up for me? We got 1 turn it down, 1 go for it, 2 turn it downs. Don't go for it, so 2 and 2. Make her fight for it. I don't know if we can make her fight for it. So we're still half and half. Someone has to make the decision. The next one is the tiebreaker. 3 to 2, go for it. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Now it's 3 for 3. Let's go get a drink. I hate you all. I hate you all.
This is all kind of unexpected.
I didn't expect this either. But here we are. And I didn't want to ignore it. I just figured I'd steer right into it. Well, what do you think? I've been about as direct as I can stomach.
I think we're tied again, aren't we? The make her fight is going for it. Diaz is adorable. He is adorable. Is there any way aim sensitivity? Let's raise that up. Maybe that makes it a little bit faster. Matt, fraternizing among all of them.
You can do that too. Be direct with
I have to do it.
Like
Somebody did a donation. I had to do it.
This goes.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob Hammer.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
Sorry to interrupt, but the patient needs to rest if he wants to get back to his old self.
Of course. I'll see you again soon.
Not that you guys care, but my sister was an officer. She actually retired as a career officer in the military, and she got together with a enlisted. I know, super bad, super not. You're not supposed to do that. Actually married him, and they've been married for a long time. Don't worry, nothing bad happens. This does not blow up in our faces at all. Don't worry about it in the slightest.
Approaching the rendezvous point outside Atari space.
Helm, bring us out of warp.
Dropping to impulse.
Ionic interference surging, Captain. Shield integrity holding.
We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Aye, Captain. Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types. I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
What is even the point of that minigame?
Shuttle to Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering.
She doesn't even know what Star Trek is.
I can't get it
My
any
sister,
clearer.
I'm assuming you're asking.
We won't get a transporter lock. It's just not happening.
Power up the tractor beam. We'll pull them directly into the docking bay.
Diaz, you good to run the tractor emitter?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Come on, Diaz. First thing, lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation.
Yeah, because I've never done this before. I love how he's telling you to do it. Like, I assume that this was a part of the training. Like, they did this a lot.
We're pulling in debris.
I'm on it.
Dad! Get away!
That's gonna take out the shuttle. Diaz, the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Can our shields take it?
I believe so.
Commander Rydek, plot an intercept course.
On it.
Why would we not? I don't understand. Why would we not?
Here we go. Maneuvering.
I don't know
thrusters
why the
bearing
con
53
wouldn't
Mark
do that,
17,
but
200 meters on an intercept course.
Maneuvering.
XO, why don't you do the thing you pay the con to do?
Whoa! Someone's working hard on the bridge. Shuttlecraft on board.
Good job. We're on our way down to meet them.
Yeah, phasers would have made more sense. Still wouldn't have had the XO, dude. I don't know why we're having us. Well, I know why, because it's mini games, but still.
Terra firma, so to speak.
Dun dun dun!
Ambassador Spock. The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
Oh, this is awkward.
Well, let me be the first to say, welcome to the Resolute, Ambassador.
Thank you, Petty Officer...
Carter? Carter Diaz, sir.
I am pleased to meet you, Petty Officer Carter Diaz. It appears I have you to thank for my safe arrival. Your assistance arrived not a moment too soon, if I may say so.
All in a day's work, Ambassador. This is what I'm here for.
Quite dutifully. We thought we were prepared for our arrival in Hotari space, but it is evident my craft was not sufficiently robust for such intense ionic activity.
The storm has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable. So we attempted a short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all.
Sarah, this is a Wendy's? I guess he's just making small conversation, but at first he didn't want to talk at all, and all of a sudden now we're getting his life story of how he got here.
Even though our diagnostics computer showed no faults or anomalies. What do you make of that? When all indications say that warp speed is possible, but in practice, we find it is not.
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation is called for.
Take readings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical, Petty Officer Diaz. Thank you.
Ambassador Spock.
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard. I'd like to get right to it. We're already behind. Ambassador Spock, my senior staff. It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano. But legend implies the past tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past. You're right, Ambassador. Not the most diplomatic choice of words.
Your experience comes from the past. But our present situation calls for it.
True enough.
We were hoping you could fill us in on the details. We got the basics from Starfleet. Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
Indeed. And the tension between them grows fiercer by the hour. Lydia and Hotari. The Lydians are the more advanced species. They made first contact with the Hotari over a century ago. This is Tau, the Hotari moon. It is rich in dilithium, and for decades, the Hotari and the Lydians have shared a mining operation there. The Lydians provide the technological resources, while the Hotari have served as the labor force. The stability of that arrangement was the source of their peace, until recently.
What's going on, Donovan?
The Hotari have suddenly, and forcefully seized control of the mining operations and expelled the Illidians from their system. That is the official story, as told by the Hotari when they requested Federation mediation. But the details remain scant. Communications between all parties have been limited by the ionic interference.
Have the Illidians retaliated against the Hotari? Or taken any action against them?
Surprisingly, they have not yet responded in kind. They were open to a Federation presence, but it is unlikely the relatively primitive Hotari forces would stand a chance against the Illidian fleet in open war. Left unchecked, this conflict will result in more bloodshed, which is what we are here to prevent.
And the dilithium trade hangs in the balance.
Clearly the Hotari have been exploited in this relationship.
Maybe we can persuade them peace is the more profitable alternative for everyone. They both profited from the mines. And for the Hotari, something is better than nothing. Peace is our objective, after all.
That is correct.
We can call it profitable or mutually beneficial, but at the end of the day, the Hotari are still being exploited for their own resources.
True peace is not merely the absence of war. And as such, this conflict will surely come again.
Neither the Illidians or the Hotari are members of the Federation, so we can't make them do anything.
There is an additional complicating factor I should mention. In the past, the Federation has relied on the Illidians as a source of dilithium.
That certainly changes things.
Federation sources its dilithium from a lot of places.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
So we've already played a part in this.
Unfortunately, that is indeed the case, Commander Rydek.
We're morally obligated to make this right.
Hold on. Our only obligation is to negotiate the peaceful resolution of this conflict.
Given the Federation's involvement in the Illidium dilithium trade, Captain Solano and I must make every effort to appear neutral in these negotiations.
What worries me is if this whole thing unravels, and we're at the mercy of the storm at less than full strength.
We can't let it come to that.
Considering what the Ion Storm has done to our ship, and the Ambassador's shuttle, we have to assume the Illidian fleet has had problems with it as well. This recent surge in the energy disturbance temporarily levels the playing field.
Commander Westbrook is correct. The energy anomalies around the Hotari systems have been noted in the past. But they have never been observed on the orders of magnitude we have seen in recent weeks.
That may answer why the Hotari were able to strike back after so long. They finally had an opportunity, and they took it.
That would also explain the Illidians' restraint.
And reason to learn as much about the energy anomaly as we can while we are here. We do not want to be caught at a disadvantage of our own. So I trust we understand our circumstances.
We're operating on a strict timetable here, and we're going to be leaving for the negotiations shortly. Commander Westbrook, I want you to leverage our systems to investigate the anomaly from here while we're gone.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you all.
Dismissed.
I want to speak to both of you privately.
Hey, I'm live right now. You guys have fun?
Ambassador Spock, I'd like to make a formal introduction. My first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
Commander, as you are aware, there are limits to what Captain Solano and I can do in our official capacity as representatives of the Federation. But someone in an unofficial capacity, your first officer for example, would not be bound by those restrictions. Commander Rydek could ingratiate herself to certain parties behind the scenes, where they may be more candid in revealing information that could lead to a resolution.
She certainly goes her own way. Maybe that helps in this case. It would be unconventional, but I'm not opposed to it.
I'm perfectly happy to work outside the lines.
And by extension, you will be doing your duty, Commander.
Just not too far outside the lines. Well, I hope Commander Rydek will have more luck finding out what really happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
No pressure, though. Hey, by the way, if you mess this up, we're going to lose our source of dilithium, you know, even though we're in a society that is post-scarcity. War is going to happen, so a bunch of people are going to die. And, you know, everything's just going to go to hell. So no pressure, though. Everything's going to be fine. You don't have to worry about it at all. I'm going to play this a little bit longer, then I'll probably get off. I honestly expect to be a little bit further than this. This game has taken longer than I thought, which is good, I suppose. By the way, this is a good game. It's Star Trek Resurgence, if you haven't played it before. See you, Darth. Get some good sleep, okay?
Mr. Diaz, I understand you have already discussed the warp drive failure with Ambassador Spock?
I have.
It is imperative that the Ambassador's shuttle be flight ready. I need you both to ascertain the root cause of the system failures he encountered.
I'm surprised, Commander. I thought you would have wanted to work on Ambassador Spock's shuttle yourself.
I respect the Ambassador and his many accomplishments, but I do not derive any satisfaction from interacting with his shuttle as if it were somehow transubstantiated through its association with him. Especially when I have the entirety of this starship to concern myself with.
Do you enjoy it?
I am not the chief engineer of this shuttlecraft.
The Ambassador asked me to take a look, and I'm ready to crack this thing open.
Good. You could learn from Mr. Diaz's focus.
Oh, hell.
I'll take notes.
Then I will leave you to it.
This entire ship is full of jerks. Have y'all noticed that? Just full of, like, just jerks. Ugh. Wish I had one of those uniforms, though. You can actually get the uniforms for cheaper than you think. Now, if you want an actual full-on, like, television-ready or film-ready uniform, that's going to cost a little money.
Noted of any abnormalities in your report. Carry on.
It seems like he's warming up to us.
Yeah.
Even Chovok has to look at that face and know you've earned some real respect. And I have to admit that I owe you one. You were right to make me go first. I don't know what I was thinking.
You've pulled me out of trouble how many times? Call it even.
Okay. At the very least, maybe I can track down that bottle of Saurian brandy you're still on the hook for. But first, we have work to do.
Ready to go?
All set. Let's run the diagnostic. So, I know about your talk with Miranda.
You do?
She sent me a Priority 1 dispatch right after your conversation. I'm happy for you. Both of you.
Thanks.
But I'm only going to tell you this once. Don't screw this up. Because I would be very unhappy if you tried this out and then, I don't know, 6 weeks or 6 days later, I have to start splitting holidays between the two of you. All because things went south and you're not on speaking terms. That just isn't gonna work for me.
Are you upset?
Not on your life, Diaz. But you need to be careful. I like my friends and I like our group. I don't want to lose that.
She's jelly.
Is that thing done?
Yeah, it's wrapping up.
She's jelly. That's
Let's
all
see.
it is.
The relays along the primary EPS are blown. The backup relays are all intact.
An EPS overload from the warp drive could cause that. But how did the shuttle end up dead in the water?
Huh. Well, maybe the ship's data recorder can tell us something. Here.
They were only about 8 minutes from their plotted warp point. No faults, just those warnings. What are they?
Subspace variance out of tolerance. What does that mean?
It means the main navigation array lost sight of space somehow.
Will the array going offline cause that?
Yes, but it should have also thrown a fault code.
I love their eyebrows. I don't know if you guys have watched it, and I don't know if it's just the system or they're doing it on purpose, but their eyebrows like go up and down like both sides, like they're like arguing with each other.
There was a complete warp cascade failure.
Wow. They're lucky the shuttle didn't turn inside out.
Makes me think the computer panicked on the warp field equation. The warp field became inverted suddenly.
I've seen this happen when the center warp coil cracks.
A cracked warp coil throws a fault code.
Still, we should take a look. Any one of these failures should have thrown a fault.
If it was caused by a system failure.
None of this caused the relays to blow. Roll forward to when that happened.
Yes, ma'am.
So here, they take a moment to get their bearings and they attempt to re-engage the warp drive.
There. That's the relays blowing.
And look, there's another warp system alert.
They're all the same. Subspace variance out of tolerance.
That'd be awesome. That'd
warp
make this game.
inversions. Finally, there's a complete warp cascade failure.
Then it's one of two things. Either a warp coil is cracked or the navigation array is offline.
That makes sense.
Divide and conquer. You want to check the warp coils or the navigation array? I'll check the other. Let's not overcomplicate.
What are we doing? We doing coils or are we doing the array? You guys choose. Because this is a thing we do together, good friends, my fellow friends. Y'all are all of my best friends. That's why I come here. By the way, I'm not trying to drive any kind of parasocial thing where you rely on me and me alone. That would be dishonest. I'm just letting you know that I'm your best friend. Really, the only one you can trust when you think about it. Because look at me. Would I lie to you? The only person I lie to is myself. And that's truth. So 2 for coils. No, 3 for coils. All right, I'll give it another second. And then coils is what we're doing, good friends. I hate that there's a delay. I don't know why. I don't know if it's on my side or not, but YouTube always has a delay. Lies are all true, especially the lies. We're doing coils. Coils it is.
One of these systems is likely broken.
I'll check the nacelles for a cracked coil.
Okay, so this one just doesn't have coils? Or did I do it wrong? Thank you, Wangbot. That's not who you were before. Why'd you change your name? But I'm glad that you and I have that that parasocial thing. Oh, I gotta actually hit a button. Okay, hold on. Okay. Biological, chemical, radiation. Okay. What did I do wrong on this? It's not biological. There we go. I didn't.
checked
This was
every
my
coil
original
on the
use
port
of your
itself
game.
for
They wound up
imbalances.
being swapped. Oh,
If
okay.
any coil in either engine were cracked, I would have detected it. So, it must be the navigation array.
Except it's not. Checked and double-checked.
Well, the readings don't lie.
Here comes the security detail for the way team.
I did scan her to make sure she was safe. You know, for science.
Hey.
I'm not here.
Ah!
We're escorting the negotiating team to the surface as soon as they come down from the bridge. I don't want to interrupt some important work. I was just hoping to see you before I go. The captain and the others will be here any minute now. Should be an interesting ride down to the surface.
Come on, I'm never too busy to make time for you.
That's not true.
No. But I am glad you came by.
By the way, this isn't foreshadowing and to make you feel bad about something that's going to happen in the future. You guys don't have to worry about it, okay? It's excellent. Everything's going to continue going well.
Now that's more accurate.
I gotta be precise with you, huh?
Hey, Maris. Aren't these those button pushers you're always hanging out with?
And you're the phaser jockeys we always beat in Parisi squares, right?
All aboard for Hotari.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
Gotta be. I just usually zone out by the time he gets to the whole, steam engines were the warp drives of their day part. Catch y'all later.
You don't want to miss your train.
I do have to go. Not gonna lie, I'd rather not leave right now. More.
All right. So do we tell her to come back? Do we give her a hug or do we kiss her? What do we do? And I'll alert you. There's going to be plenty of time. You guys don't have to worry about anything. They're going to be together for the some 200 years that humans live now. It's going to be great. This is not going to be the last chance for anything. So y'all do not have to worry about that. So I'll say this, Wangbot. I'll say this. The animations here, especially with like the eyebrows. See you, Bob Hammer. The animations are off, but it is a good game. I do like it. Kissing is way too soon, and you are terrible at foreshadow. I'm not foreshadowing anything. Nothing's happening. Hug it is. I hate... They don't know how to map the keyboard. I will say that.
Important things on my mind.
Go on. Do your job. I'll be right here waiting for you.
Oh, I thought I could hug her.
You better be.
Oh well, it'll be fine.
Be seeing you.
I will say this. If you're interested, and I said this before, if you just joined or if you haven't been here, if you're interested in this game, you like it, it is for $7 on Steam right now. It is stupidly cheap. Well worth $7. That said, it's like a Telltale's game. So you can change certain events. There are going to be certain cutscenes that might change, and there's like 2 or 3 endings, but all the major plot points are going to happen. Watching this is going to tell you basically everything in the game. So if you actually are interested in playing the game, I don't, I like you guys hanging out with me, but I don't want you to do it at the expense of, not playing this game. This game is well worth playing. Yeah, it's $7 on Steam right now. It's so stupidly, it's such a good game. Well, I'd say it like that. If you want to be in the Star Trek universe, it feels like you're in the Star Trek universe.
Etzelarda Diaz. If you could float back down to reality, we still have a ways to go. All right, where were we?
So, the warp coils in the navigation array are fine, but the nav computer doesn't seem to think so.
I'm out of ideas short of field stripping the shuttle from bow to stern.
You want to take this out of the shuttle and throw it on the bench?
Oh, real hands-on maintenance. I like it. Okay, the nav computer is patched into the ship.
The ship's computer can double-check our work.
$7 American,
The
yeah.
shuttle's nav computer's putting out false data.
$7 American, so that would be $150 Russian and $2 EU and $3 British. I don't know if that's... I was just making it up. Steam is cheap at times. If you have a deck, go for it. It's solid, and you can definitely get a great Trek story. I played it through. Yeah, I like it.
We'll know it.
Let's run through the shuttle's logs again.
Running now. Same. Warp field inversion and a cascade failure. However, the Resolute computer doesn't show the same subspace variance.
We're in the same conditions that the shuttle was in when it failed. Why wouldn't the ship's computer get a matching result?
What if the subspace variance was a momentary occurrence?
That's a possibility, and it would explain why the simulation under our current sensor readings failed to reproduce the issue.
But a subspace anomaly strong enough to cause a warp field collapse would leave graviton ripples for days.
For days!
Let's run with the momentary subspace variance theory for now. Roll forward to the shuttle's attempt to re-engage the warp drive. We need the...
I don't know what the Captain's Edition is, but I will tell you this. They're not adding anything because of the way the game's made. Unless it's like something that happens after, like an additional chapter, it's not adding anything. So you really just need the base game. If it were me, I would buy the Captain's Edition only to support them, but I don't think they're making another Star Trek game, so I probably wouldn't unless they were making another Star Trek game.
Conditions of space around the shuttle at the moment of warp failure.
Resuming simulation.
Error in warp field calculation. Cochrane formula variables are out of range.
That right there. Take the shuttle sensor data from that moment.
Computer, why did the warp field calculation fail?
What's up, baby?
Warp field pressure return non-orthogonal. Results
I'm live
are
with over
undefined.
50 people watching.
That doesn't help.
Wait.
Yeah, they can't see
What if
it.
we use a different ship?
Okay.
Put the Resolute into the simulation instead of the shuttle.
Yeah. It should warp just fine. Unless... Computer, run the simulation with the Resolute.
Resolute simulated.
Computer, give me
They can
manual
s-
control
Well, they
on the
probably
warp
can see
power.
you. They'll see you right now. Love you. Yeah, I can't read lips. I'll get off in a second. Oh, I'm supposed to hit a button. Hold on.
Static field intensity, warp 1.1.
So let's do this. Come here. Hold on. Hold on, guys. All right. Scoot down a little bit. Scoot, scoot. I love the person you choose to be. Can you look at that green light for me? Y'all think she's pretty?
No.
Warp pressure is destabilizing. Error in warp field calculation. The warp drive has experienced a system-wide cascade failure. Warp field collapsed. Subspace variance is out of tolerance. Cochrane formula results are undefined.
Bingo.
What-o?
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle just happened to us. The Resolute will not sustain warp.
We can't leave Hotari space.
That's a problem. Yeah, they come around ever so often. You don't get used to it. In my field of work, you don't get used to one. All right, so this is the next chapter. We're going to end it right here. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming by. It means a lot to me. I'm going to try to do this more. I try to have a set day for Wednesdays and Sundays for sure. But I'm going to try to do it maybe every couple of nights or once every other night or something like that, just to give you something, just to give back to you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next Lore Reloaded.